Okay, everyone, it's been a minute there, probably almost 2 weeks since I've uploaded there. Just a lot of fucking things happening there. Man, allergies are the worst this fucking year. This summer, 2025 probably has the worst allergy season of this entire fucking decade. Of all the 2020s, this is probably got to be the worst allergies yet. I can't imagine 2026.
We cannot get to you. I repeat, you are on your own.
The allergies are bad. I thought my ears were gonna fucking pop. Like, I thought my ears were gonna explode. Like, I practically went deaf. I had so much fluid in my fucking ears. Man, those upstate New York allergy seasons are no fucking joke. They're no fucking joke. And today, I have a treat for you. I have candy for both your eyes and ears. We're going to be reading some more of the mythical creature, Kevin Machete, aka Crocodile, aka Kevin Machete. For those of you who are really, really old school, you probably remember him as Uncle Bearheart back in 2009, 2010. He was the first YouTuber to expose pedophilia, to expose the New World Order, about global pedophilia, human trafficking. And he was the first one to get the platform to get censored before getting the platform. We're going to continue our deep dive into the absolute just rat infestation. Sorry, I don't want to insult rats here. I mean, rats are pests. I wouldn't want them in my house. They chew up your wires, they bore holes through your insulation, shit. They fuck everything up there, but these guys at Temple of Blood, man, those guys, they are lower than that. They are worse than rats. I don't know, they're probably like AIDS infected rabies rats. Rabies rats. They're fucking T.O.B.
You now have
shit.
access to explosives and armor upgrades.
It really is. I've not seen something this fucking retarded. Well, actually, wait, I did see something that did get pretty close to that, and that was Rob wanting to rule the world just so he can shoot cows. And for your eyes, we are playing Modern Warfare 3, the OG 2011 Treyarch Modern Warfare survival. All soloing on Village. Now you can have friendly AI teams. You could purchase in later rounds there. But this is all solo. This is all mostly me up until the later rounds. There. Back when Spec Ops. Now I've played Modern Warfare 2019 survival. It's a lot. It's a lot fucking shit. It's almost like they turned it into like a fucking tactical Dark Souls where you can get like one-shotted. You can get fucking killed, but if you play on the store map, if you play in the fucking like the fucking like home improvement fucking store or whatever, the fucking Costco or whatever map, whatever.
Multiple directions.
You stand like in the staircase there, and like you lean just around the corner, you can shoot through the wall. You can completely take out the entire wave there, and that's just not. I don't like camping. It just kind of like cheap there. Now I am guilty of camping. You're gonna see me on the Juggernaut round. I have a certain spot where I lay prone on a big ass tree stump, Yeah, that's only because the Juggernauts are so fucking cheap. They are so fucking rigged against you. They are like practically cheating. There's like 750
neutralized. Rearm if you need to.
points of health, and you only got like 100 or 150 points without the armor. You can get an additional 250 hit points of armor with the body armor upgrade there when you unlock the equipment fucking crates. There, but the Modern Warfare 2019 survival, I could not do very well at that mode. I did not have fun. The OG MW3. That's the one I remember, and that's the one I could always hit high rounds. And not like I never made it to like round 50 or anything crazy like that, but as you're gonna see, I did make it to wave 4. So if this video rambles on and if it doesn't, then my next video will be at least like 40 to 60 minutes long, and you'll see me get that high. So all of the article we are reading from, we're on mightandmagic.com / my heel crushes the throat of Temple of Blood. And all of the article from now on is copyright Kevin Machete, copyright Papa Machete, unless of course I pause the video and I say I'm gonna add my own commentary. Just like I always do, I add my own commentary, you know, like we're doing a book reading or something, and then I'll let you know when we're going back to Machete's writings there. There's a pretty cool graphic of like a boot stomping on a bunch of gore. Beware, infidel hordes, here comes righteousness.
Team enemy air support is headed in from all directions. Find cover.
I think Machete made that with like AI or something. He makes a lot of AI art. This action article, for a few years my associates and I have been quietly infiltrating the security temple of blood or T.O.B. using information gathering, making contacts, but also through psychic investigation, remote viewing distractions in this direction. The T.O.B. rank file consisted of mentally and morally deficient these mouth-breathing mysteries Jill's brother were extorted and intellectually manipulated by even more reprehensible abilities who just so happen to be a slightly better stock.
Keep up the good work.
ONA is a collective of highest plots. Tsarion is satanic New World Order who will be remade into Nocturnians, an advanced predatory species whose DNA becomes spliced with intergalactic vampire gray aliens. No, really, that is what they fucking believe. They will have free reign over the cattle, over the goyim. I mean, anyone who does not become the living embodiment of the psychopathic walking parasite. Once this transmutation occurs, these Nocturnians, whatever the fuck they are, I'm gonna have my own commentary. There we go with the undead fucking gods again. I still can't figure this out. Are they worshipping the grave mine from Halo Combat Evolved? Are they worshipping the flood there? Necromorph fetish in Dead Space? Or is it like zombie fucking graves in those oh no, wait, they just zombie reptilians, you know, they're holding their broken tail that got its end cut off in one hand, and they're dragging their broken leg and a broken arm behind them, you know, like shuffling like a zombie. I don't fucking know, but you can't make this shit up. You really can't make this shit up. And if I still had these books, I'd fucking show you. They've been taken off of Amazon. Thank fuck.
All hostile forces in
Iron
the area have
Gates
been
is no
neutralized.
longer available. Bluebird's no longer available. It's not too hard. You can pretty easily, you should be able to easily find a copy of Liber 333, written by Drill Sergeant Gray, which Machete thinks is a pseudonym for E.A. Coetti, which we're going to find out later in the article there. But yeah, go type into Google Liber333.pdf. Okay, and fucking brace yourself. If you're easily upset stomach, or if you're very squeamish, do not search that term. Do not search for Liber 333 PDF. Do not search it up. You will be disgusted. You will be traumatized. Yeah, that shit's you can't make this shit. Continuing with this article, this is Machete's words again. Now I know you're saying, Kevin, none of this is true, but sadly I assure you here it is. Here it is my own personal site, http://blog.tripod.com/. That website no longer exists. It's been taken down. I really wish he took a screenshot and put a screenshot on here instead of a quotation, but it's not that hard. If you dig deep enough, you can very easily find this fucking shit where they tell on themselves. Continue on. As this moment, the site's still up. Now this article is from 2018. So this is way later. This is 2025 right now. So this is 2018. It was still up then. But continuing with the actual article, the Temple of Blood exists as an axiom to the dark gods, as well as a guidance and filtration system for aspiring Norcurians who are seeking a harsh alchemical change into the transcendental predator based on sinister habdometry, and vampirism. Calcination.
Enemy forces eliminated. Good work.
That's burning away. Separation and final coagulation will create a new being capable of bringing about the day of wrath, as spoken of in the Diabolus chant. Hail the new Aeon Agios Athanatos. Yeah, that sounds like fun shit, isn't it? So basically, inverted alchemy, the 7 stages of Hermetic initiation, the Hermetic principles, Kabbalion, inverted. I'm not too crazy fan about the Kabbalion, because that's
enemy attack dogs are approaching your
everybody
location.
knows like fucking Kabbalion. Old people. Basically, 7 stages of soul transmutation, not for any spiritual growth. Oh, fuck that. God forbid, we actually can't create an effective human being. The way that the ancients and the wisdom councils and the shamanic animist traditions wanted to, perfect the human soul and Tom, Dick, and Harry the best versions of themselves. No, fuck that. Let's completely flip it on its head, and so that when Tom, Dick, and Harry go to our fucked up, inverted, hive mind, parasitic shit, that they become the worst version of themselves, if they even have a selves at all, which I don't think that's actually what's going on. It's more like a soul extraction fucking factory where you go in and you get your fucking soul fucking scooped out, and you get whatever the fuck planted in there. I think if you're lucky, you die. Like Like if you're lucky, you're killed before your soul can really be extracted. But if you're like one of those Joshua Sutter types who actually did like the whole fucking inverted ONA initiac system, you'll basically be turned into a walking Rob. You basically get turned into a walking Rob. Your soul is completely killed. Your soul is completely destroyed, and you are just a walking Rob.
All enemy contacts eliminated.
Just want to rule the world, have minions, have power over others, shoot cows with rocket launchers, and fucking do all sorts of horrible things to kids, which I'm not gonna say because this video, I don't want this video to get taken down. I don't want it to get taken down there. This needs to be exposed. This needs to be fucking spoken against. Continue with the actual fucking article again. This is Machete's words again. Now, just who do these assholes think they are? Rothschild, Sachs, Coburg, and Gotha? At least our current elite worshippers of dark and ghoulish alien gods have class and pedigree to conduct their child ritual sacrifice, and cannibalism on the ground of multi-million-dollar mansions. ONA and in tandem T.O.B. are like cockroaches that infest trailer parks and projects funded by government housing authorities. Oh, what a fucking word. I know, they want to be Mr. Epstein, these fuckers, man. They think that, they want to be the next Jeffrey Epstein or the next Diddy Combs, doing their little Illuminati wannabe, copycat Illuminati,
good work, team.
Fucking ritual murderers and shit. They're in the back of a trailer park, and the local yokel there next door isn't gonna fucking find out, isn't gonna fucking find out. And then these same assholes, that fucking carve up the local cat, in a park, and then get caught red-handed by the police. I mean, it would be funny if it wasn't so serious, but it is fucking serious. I mean, this shit actually fucking happens. This shit actually fucking goes on. Let's continue with the article there. Both ONA and T.O.B. exhibit all telltale and extremely dangerous marks as intelligence and agency handlings. Marks of intelligence and agency handlings. Meet David Mayat, real name of Ant. So if you ever like me and you purchase those edgy fucking books, fucking ONA books on Amazon there, some of them are still fucking up there that have Ant and Long. No, that's not Ant and Long, that's David Mayat. Those. Continuing. Meet David Mayat. David named Ant Long is an agent for MI6, British intelligence. He created ONA, a somewhat successful attempt to terrorize neo-Nazism that he could recruit violent, moronic patsies to commit acts of terror which would benefit political agendas, but can be blamed on Satan-worshipping skinheads painted as political opposition. David is presently seeking to merge Islamic extremists with violent white skinheads. David Mayat has publicly converted to Islam. I wish him the best. Did he really, though? Did he really convert to Ismal?
Team, be advised, intel shows enemy strong points near your
Convert to
position.
Islam. Do you fucking believe that shit for 1 fucking second? No, I don't. No, I don't. This is what they fucking do. This is what they fucking do. Savvy, one of those guys who sabotage, and that's a whole nother fucking rabbit hole we can go down there. I don't really have time to get into that. Converted to Islam under threat of death, or even a fucking cover. So he converted to Islam to save his own ass. this kind of sounds like another, like, this kind of sounds like another, like one of those moves to me, like just convert to just save your own ass from getting the electric chair. Or get a lighter sentence. Continuing with the actual article, T.O.B. being the American branch of ONA, there is no reason not to assume the CIA is in some way handling the dismally idiotic sacks of pathetic shit who resonate with the deplorable goals of T.O.B. and for all the same reasons as MI6 controls ONA. Yep, that's down. That's no longer up. HTTPS .com/page3 long-running WordPress blog of the TOB has now been taken down for violation of the terms of service. Oh, but it was up there for a while. I actually remember that shit, and I wish I screenshotted it. I really wish I screenshotted it for you. That was up. That was up there in 2018, 2019. It was up there till at least the lockdowns. That was fucking up there for a minute there. Considering the used beast barracks to call for open satanic terrorism, mass shootings, rape, kidnapping, human trafficking, slavery, snuff films, murder, and pedophilia. The book Iron Gates is about the systemic rape, sexual torture, and MKUltra, mind control, and paramilitary conditioning of a 13-year-old girl, all in graphic detail. Consider this. If TOB were an Islamic terrorist group, the blog would have been shut down immediately. So how was the band of 1990s women's correctional facility botched abortions could run a website publicly calling for and inciting crimes against humanity? Simple. Someone with clout was protecting them. Temple of Blood, TOB, was a new Hand of Death cult, or HODC. HODC, Hand of Death Cult, directed by Michael Aquino, operated as a mobile paramilitary in Florida Everglades, using the satanic current in the 1980s satanic panic to divide in the age of extract away from HODC. Colonel Michael Aquino recruited a throwaway army of defense, a low-rank version of murder. Michael trained them, drilled them, and loosely organized them for missions involving terrorism, assassinations, and human trafficking for both political and financial gain. Ever wondered how sickos like Otis Toole, Henry Lee Lucas, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Ted Bundy just all happen to be in fucking Florida around the same time? From the moral and intellectual base of the pro-pedophilia snuff film, ONA and TOB comes a crop of other asinine, snot-stained ass clowns whom all profess connections to TOB satanic Luciferian doctrines. E.A. Coetti, real name Matthew Lawrence, a meth addict and tranny who turns tricks in Salt Lake City, authored essays for TOB under the drill name Drill Sergeant 333. Michael W. Ford outed fraud and now openly admits to his fuckery. A few other lesser-known half-sacks not worth mentioning, but E.A. Coetti and Michael Ford claim to have left TOB but won't align with the TOB's pro-pedophile agenda. Remember that. However, I find this particular passage on the blog website
all enemy contacts eliminated.
Particularly troubling. Now hold on a minute before we continue. There, I'd like to see the source on Michael Ford. There, yeah, Michael Ford has got a lot of problems. He's not perfect like that, but like, come on, really? Like Michael Ford, he can't even say a causal right. He can't even fucking use the proper language that the Order 9 angles use. Like he can't even use that. Like, okay, now I only have maybe 2 books by him.
Be advised, heavily armored ground forces are being
2
deployed
books
by the enemy.
by him that I only skimmed through. Book of the Witch Moon does have some diner gods in it. like some minor stuff in there. I'm not defending the guy. I'm not trying to exonerate him, but like I've seen his interviews. I use the word a causal. Like he says a casual there. No, it's not casual like casual where it's causal like causality, cause and effect. And the causal is not a place. It's a causal is a property. Probably like texture, you know, like hardness or softness. The void. Or the abyss, lower extremity, they have like a property of them, like a texture. But that's a whole other fucking video that I can go down on there. I'm not too crazy about Michael Ford, but I'm not gonna like really slam him either. But I think I know where this is coming from because Michael Ford did partner up with EA Coediting, and Michael Ford does have a couple editions released with Become a Living God, so that's where that might be coming from. It's really not a good optic. I don't know if you're listening to this, Michael, that's really not a good optic for you. You should disassociate from EA Coediting. You should disassociate from all that ONA. You should disassociate from all that shit. It's a really bad optic, and it can put you in the crosshairs of it can like this article. Continuing on, both EA Coediting and Michael Ford claim to have left T.O.B, but at one point lying with T.O.B's However, I find this particular passage on Temple of Blood website troubling. Second, the infiltration and manipulation of organizations and forms of sinister potential. Aryan is particularly more religiously fanatical forms of it, such as Christian identity, are a good example. Manipulating Nocturian is used forms for their own presence in the dark, as well as changing in subtle ways the followers of such forms to following a more sinister direction. For example, an identity using knowledge of the biblical doctrines and prophecies encourage war, hardship, and system disruption, using the scriptures as a guidance and proof of the message you are sending to the adherents of the said form. Any form with a transhuman system disruption or satanic direction to it may be of use here. The key is in finding a form that in itself is an aid to the dialect and empowering further, causing a saturation of a causal energy. And I'm going to break this down for you. Third, disruption of Magian organizations, whether overtly occult forms such as Judeo-Christian churches, covens, pseudo-satanic temples, or more physical down to earth forms such as Magian political groups and government. These need to be integrated and disrupted via their practical means, the ways which are detailed in MS, not available to the public, as well as in more physical and practical ways. And MS is a circulated, tract, like a chick tract or like a document that's only within like ONA fucking covens, ONA fucking Nexians they call them, ONA groups. They're not fucking easily find. I mean, you can find some of them if you dig deep enough, but they're not as easy to find as like Liber333.pdf.
Enemy contacts approaching.
I wanted to break down causing a saturation of a causal energy there. That's a big misuse, abuse of the word a cause, because a causal means not causal. It doesn't cause, doesn't have an effect. It's just like a roaring. That makes no sense. When they say a causal, they mean a causal is parasitic, abyssal fucking energy. Parasitic, fucking just scumbag, fucking energy. Parasitic, soul destroying, fucking just putrid, just disgusting sludge energy. That's their fucking causal. Now the abyss is not fucking. There's a whole other fucking video, okay? The Abyss will always try to call itself the Void. It'll always try to call itself the Cause. It'll always try to like fluff itself and like flex itself bigger than it actually is, and that's a big fucking red flag. But the Void will never really call it. The Void will never refer to itself as the Abyss. The Abyss is lower astral, and that's where most of all this rotten psychic filth and rotten garbage is coming from. And I have my own theory. I have my own theory that I'm going to share with you at the end of this rant, at the end of this article. There. But returning to Machete's words, this is Machete speaking again. I would not call the average Reddit or YouTube occultist educated, intuitive, or overly aware. Ecoedding and Michael Ford could easily publicly denounce T.O.B, but still inwardly support and pursue T.O.B's stated agenda of infiltration. Regarding Ecoedding, I believe this is to be the case. I believe he serves as a financial frontman for T.O.B, and if there is a link, it will be found, and should it be found, will actions have reactions? Financial contribution to satanically aligned pedophiles, human traffickers, and terrorists is not something I am cool with.
Tangos reported to have C4 strapped to their chest.
I've been doing some traveling as of late. I've been to some places, and I've done some things. It's fun to imagine that maybe I was able to locate a high up of T.O.B physically, and in immense satisfaction, I would feel a phrase like, I just want to go home and see my mom, from out now largely toothless and blood-filled mouth. I can vividly imagine that mouth belonging to a mid-30s male with a military-type build and a shaved head. I can see him quivering and convulsing on the ground at my feet, his eyes full of fearful tears. I would wonder how his mother would feel if she knew she gave birth to a human waste, which desired satanic New World Order and sympathized with pedophiles and who beat a 14-year-old girl with a rubber hose until she went insane from the searing pain and now vomits fear reaction at the mere sight of a garden hose. Yeah, that really fucking happened. I would want to ask him if he was Noctulian material while choking on his own blood and sobbing in the fetal position. If I could ask him, I project that he wouldn't answer, but cry and bleed instead. Lastly, I would feel semi-vindicated as I picked him up over my head, brought him down hard into a dumpster, informing him he was now home. What would be more interesting is if I were to go through his cell phone contacts, get on his Facebook, and take screenshots of message combos he has had with certain people. A particular tranny working in Salt Lake City, maybe, dial his mother and have a chat with her. Oh, the things I might hear. Of course, this is all fantasy. Nothing but silly musings with absolutely no basis in truth whatsoever. Zip, zero. I think it's time to take an arbitrary trip to St. George, Utah for no particular reason. Kevin Wikse. Ah, fuck, that was so good. That was so fun. Now listen, I have a theory about all this shit that's coming from, okay? Now, this is way back. If you go way back where I compare and contrast the differences between the Temple of Descending Flames system and magic, they're rather butchered, completely plagiarized, broken, half-assed, stolen gnosis, broken system of magic there, and how Rites of Lucifer is like basically like a one-to-one plagiarization, bastardization, and corruption of the Red King. I think this is kind of what's going on here, that a lot of these fucking feds, these alphabet soup gangs, these intelligence operators, see, because ONA and fucking T.O.B, they are not legitimate fucking currents. That's not to say that they can't generate spiritual power and they don't have an astral blood pool. Okay, VK Jahannam did a video a while back, where he actually tried to remote view and tried to vampirize off the Temple of Blood, and he got visited by a Temple of Blood entity, and he got like sleep paralysis for 30 minutes. He got the shit scared out of him. He's like, and this thing's like, don't ever attempt this again. We fucking kill people. Like, do not attempt this again. So obviously, what they have going on, like with Temple of Blood, they do have amassed enough spiritual energy from all their ritual abuses and their ritual killings, all that stuff. They've amassed enough like energetic pool of like suffering, like pool of energy that they can draw from. But this has nothing to do with the gods. This is not coming from the Perfect Red King. This is not coming from Samael. This is not coming from the gods. This is not coming from Mikael. This is not coming from Pazuzu. This is not coming from Beliar. This is not coming from any of the real, actual fucking gods who are Don or Lorash. This is not coming from the actual fucking gods. This is all man-made fucking parasitic hive mind egregor shit. And this is why this stuff needs to be gatekept. This is why the Goetia and the Verum, especially the fucking Verum, need to be fucking gatekept. There, because you get a bunch of fucking stupid, idiot, profane occultists there who just want to be, they want to be infantilized by the cosmos, and they want the universe to wipe their ass for them and fucking spoon feed them, who want the universe to fucking cower them, and they think they're just gonna walk into Barnes and Noble and pick up a Witchcraft 101 book, pick up a fucking witch kit, light a fucking candle, sprinkle fucking honeydew and fucking water, and then a fucking like brick of $20,000 fucking brick is gonna like fall from the fucking sky. They're gonna like just snap their fingers and spawn a winning lottery ticket out of the fucking air. This is not how this is not how any of this works. This is not how any fucking magical spiritual system fucking works. It is fucking soul work. Okay? And because of human fucking greed, and cowardice, and motherfuckers unwilling to do the fucking work, unwilling to put themselves and their own life and their own soul on the fucking line, which the only soul that you have the right to put on the line, the only life you have the right to put on the line is your fucking own. Okay? Nothing is fucking guaranteed. But if you think you can cheat the system, you think you can fucking cheat the system and skip this divine process, and skip this process that our creators and that our gods have fucking laid out for us, after all the fucking betrayals and the fucking falls of Atlantis and all the fuckery, that I'm not even going to get into right now, the complete restructuring of the world soul. You think you can just fucking cheat the system and just steal power that isn't fucking yours to take. Basically, what I think is going on here, what I'm convinced, no, what I know is going on here, what I'm really convinced is going on there, and feel free to disagree with me. I don't give a fuck. Call me an idiot, call me a know-nothing, call me an armchair, whatever the fuck you want in the fucking comments. I don't give a fuck. You can call me whatever in the comment section, but what I think is really going on here, that we are looking at, like, Asenath Mason failed in the current, but scaled the fuck up. We are seeing, like, Temple of Ascending Flame. We're seeing, like, Temple of Ascending Flame fraud and spiritual abuses, and just complete desecration of these ancient mystery schools and traditions, and just thrown the fuck together with duct tape and fucking with duct tape and Elmer's glue and fucking sex lubricant, and you're calling it a fucking piece of art, you're calling it a fucking sculpture. They're like, no, that's not gonna fucking hold. You can't hold a fucking mismatch or whatever the fuck together with Scotch tape. You might get away for a while, but eventually it's gonna fucking fall apart. So what's happening is these motherfuckers who don't want to do the real work, who don't want to be properly initiated into real bloodlines, into real proper bloodline occult, proper Kimbanda traditions, voodoo traditions, Goetic traditions, or even like what Mark Smith has with the Primal Craft grimoires, which I think is like the most authentic and the closest thing that anyone on the outside is going to get to like real genuine draconian witchcraft without, you know, having to go to a Bakor or without having to go to a Palera or be initiated into a Kimbanda house. And yes, I am a purist when it comes to these fucking things, okay? These houses and these fucking traditions are that way for a fucking reason. They have harsh initiations and blood-curdling oaths that if you fucking break your vows, silence, if you fucking profane the mysteries in any fucking way, you're fucked. You are fucked. And it has to be that way for a reason, okay? Because little knowledge is a dangerous thing. It goes back, drink deep of the Pierian springs or do not drink at all. Little knowledge is a dangerous fucking thing. And these motherfuckers, they get just enough knowledge to fuck themselves up. If it was just themselves, I'd be fine with it. Let all the scum take themselves up. But no, they gotta fuck themselves up and everyone else around with them. They gotta take their whole families and friends and all good bunch of good people down with them. And that is where I have a fucking problem. This shit. Little knowledge is a dangerous fucking thing. Extremely dangerous fucking thing. Especially if you're not fully fucking committed to the fucking path and you're not putting your fucking soul on the line. You're one of those weekend Wiccans, you know, you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this only once a month or whatever. No! This is something you fucking live. This is something you fucking live. Real magic is something you live. It's not something you can compartmentalize. Just try it. Try to compartmentalize. See how long you can stay off medication. See how long it takes before you become an alcoholic or addicted to pot or addicted to whatever. Little knowledge is a dangerous fucking thing. Interesting thing, hebdometry, back there he said this was a blend of ONA, Alien Dark Gods, hebdometry. Now, what I could say about that is, see, I used to have communication. I used to communicate with these disgusting fuckers. I used to have communications with them. I was even almost recruited. I was like, hey, do you want to join a real Sevenfold Way Nexion? We aren't Temple of Blood, but we do consider them allies. And I'm like, go fuck yourselves. Hebdometry is European paganism. It's a long forgotten Celtic tradition there. Now, I have in front of me Skithane by A.A. Moraine, who's from the Dracon Covenant. They're basically the fucking British version of Temple of Blood. They're another ONA offshoot. They're like the UK's version of Temple of Blood. Still not good fucking people. They are not wholesome fucking people. Even if they're not fucking pedophiles, they're completely just people that you would not want to be friends with.
Enemy attack dogs near your position. Be advised, they are carrying explosives.
I'm just gonna read random shit here. This is a simple example of ritual within sinister tradition would involve the practitioner having fasted and reduced sleep to some degree prior, then either imbibing of a mild drug such as cannabis or a naturally occurring substance outlined later in the book, or performing circular repetitive dance accompanied by chant, usually of the dark god who presides over the theme of the ritual such as destruction and hidden knowledge. The trance state is entered in fixation upon the energies of the aspect of the pleasure or dark god is made via use of sigil action around ubiquitous tongue twister. Their use of the quartz crystal, which acts as a gateway to the causal energies. All energies flow through the causal realm. Traditional most effective shape of this crystal is that of a tetrahedron. The fundamental formula is this: a crystal image chant. Yes, the Scythane, they're you know, a lot of possession rights there, opening yourself up to shit. Like these gods in the ONA tradition, they're called the Nakala, and they actually have a different type of soul structure. They don't actually use the Kabbalah or Klipath. They don't use the Sephirotic tree. They actually use one looks like a hexagon, and it has 7 spheres. It's called the Sevenfold Way. It's an incomplete system, and they claim it goes back to Pythagoras. It's missing the outer spheres. That's a completely different fucking thing. Completely different fucking discussion there. But some of these gods, it's so eclectic. They're so eclectic. Yeah, like they have Shugara, which is like a Japanese monster that inspired, that basically inspired like horror movies like The Grudge and Silent Hill. And the Alma Wade character from First Encounter Assault Recon. And then they have Sorok Tarnos, she's from some Tsarion deity. And then they have some Bobby or some like hamburger face monster or like intestine face, like a Mesopotamian like monster thing. There's another planet. Like they just have like a big fucking mismatch of like whatever. They're like nothing. They call it European, but nothing is like European about it. It's all fucking scatterbrained. It's all just like different monsters from all around the world thrown into a bowl of fucking ramen. They call it a spiritual fucking current. Like no, that's not how any of this shit works. Okay? Like just like Machete said, he could roll up on your doorstep, grab you by the fucking throat, and slam you in the fucking dumpster there. Like he already did. Let's see your bullshit subjective made up occultism save you now. Like, come on. Get fucking real. These motherfuckers, they don't want to do the real work. They don't want to join a Voodoo. They don't want to join a Palara. They don't want to join a Kimbanda house. They don't even want to. It's not so much you don't have to join a particular bloodline lineage. You don't have to join a house there or a particular lineage to be a cult, but just be a decent human being. Have a relationship with spirit. How many of these so-called Niners there are fucking atheists? There, you know, are fucking atheists. They're basically secular Satanists. They're secular. They practice so-called Satanism in name only, but when it comes to supernatural shit, it's completely atheistic there. Or any fucking thing is just to serve material greed or serve the furtherance of evil. Ooh, no limits, not killing evil. Fucking bullshit there. Like, come on, get fucking real. Go back to my fucking walks, okay? Go back to my cemetery walks where I talk about the grand dialogue, okay? Because the grand dialogue is self-dialogue. I don't care. You could fucking worship the fucking Easter Bunny, Jesus Christ, or Santa Claus, or Santa Muerte, or Allah, or whatever the fuck your interpretation of divinity is. That's a good start. Okay? If you can't fucking take this shit seriously, At least be honest with your fucking self, know thyself, and have a good relationship with your own soul. That's a good fucking start. But oh, nobody wants to do that. It's all about power, about strangling fucking chickens, tearing off the heads of chickens for Moloch there, just like Hillary Clinton. Oh, if I strangle enough chickens, Moloch is gonna take a big golden fucking shit. He's gonna shit a big fucking golden nugget into my fucking $1 million swimming pool because I have 14 fucking mansions. I own all the Democrat Party, but it's not enough. The world is not enough. I tear off more chicken heads for you. Please, shit more gold, Moloch. Shit a bigger fucking gold. Like, that's as far as their spirituality goes. Is like, devil's asshole ATM. Spirituality. No love, no care, no thought of the soul's evolution. Not even caring for the evolution of their own soul. Like, oh, let's just rip the heads off fucking chickens, and Molech is just gonna shit a giant fucking golden nugget in my backyard, you know, or a fucking meteor, a fucking palladium, fucking palladium, copper, and platinum fucking meteorite. $1 million meteorite is gonna fall from the sky and land in my back fucking yard, and I'm gonna be a millionaire richer. A million richer than I already, because millions is not enough. You see, human greed is a symptom of a great problem in the soul. Okay? These people are broken. The types of people that are drawn to Temple of Blood, they are broken fucking people. They are broken. They're fucking broken, and I hate to say it, guys. I hate to say it, but they should probably go to church. And yeah, I don't like religion. I don't like organized religion. I don't care for Christianity or churchianity. Okay, a lot of it has been bastardized in the mysteries, the Gnosticism, the occultism of Christianity, the occultism and the soul mysteries of the Orphite and the Ophite. Gnostic cults have been completely squashed out and completely watered down. But you know what? These people would be a lot better off had they just stayed in church, or had they just stayed Mormon, or just stayed good goy Catholic, or whatever the fuck they were before getting into this shit. You see, I was into this, but I didn't fall for the trap. See, the only difference between me and them is I went deeper. I didn't fall for the lower astral abyssal fly trap, the fly glue. Okay, I did not fall for the abyssal fly tape. They took the bait, they punched the ticket, they ride the ride, they harmed a child, or they harmed a cat, or did something really horrible there. Well, they took the bait, and now they're on the fly tape now. I did not take the bait because I realized something told me in the back of my mind, you know, this shit goes a lot fucking deeper. This goes a lot fucking deeper than what Michael Ford, than what E.A. Coetting, than what half of these fucking Niner authors and any of these fucking idiots. The dark arts and same thing with the holy arts. The yin and yang, they complement each other. They go a lot fucking deeper than you could ever know. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful to Goat. I'm grateful to Beliar. I'm grateful to the Red King that I was able to see. And I'm grateful to Cain, too, that I was able to see the fly tape for what it was. And that's really all Temple of Blood is, and Dracon Covenant, Satanic Front, Bathorian Covenant. I believe Dracon Covenant never really went away. I think they rebranded and they call themselves Bathorian Covenant now, as in Countess Bathory, that fucking crazy bitch who bathes in the blood of children. All this crazy, just psychopathic shit. I am so glad I did not take the bait. I did not land. I did not get stuck on the fly tape, and I just kept on going deeper and fucking deeper and deeper. And fucking deeper. there, but
Dropping a task force to your location. Stand by.
these people are fucking broken, okay? And I can see why. I mean, that autistic girl, that autistic girl who shot up that fucking school, like she was right for that. She was broken, she was traumatized, and she got sucked into that fucking shit. She got sucked into that fucking garbage. Or that Daniel Hussein motherfucker. I was gonna do an analysis on him. But he's not really worth my time. All I'm gonna fucking say is, you know, whatever the fuck he thought was going on was probably some, like, Temple of Ascending Flame, like, fake Rothakal, like, egregore of Lucifuge Rothakal. Not the real Lucifuge Rothakal from Primal Craft. Not the real Lucifuge Rothakal from Grand Grimoire. No. Whatever Hussein's particular thought form or mental construct or thought form that he invented of Lucifuge Rothakal, and that's the proof is in the pudding. Lucifuge did not accept his pact. Lucifuge rejected Daniel Hussein's murder pact because look at what came out of it. He murdered. He ruined 3 lives. Two of them are dead. Those 2 girls are fucking dead, and he just fucked his own life up. Okay? Now, you go ahead and tell me that I'm full of shit. I don't care. Okay? But I'm willing to bet you a beer. I'm willing to bet you a fucking 12-pack of Four Loko or a fucking crate of wine on this. Now, I could be full of shit there. Feel free to tell me that I'm wrong. Feel free to correct me there. I've never met Lucifuge Rothakal, but I like to bet. Yeah, I like to place a bet that the real Lucifuge Rothakal, and not the Christian fucking devil egregore, not the papal egregore, not the Temple of Ascending Flame / Become a Living meme egregore of Lucifuge Rothakal, but the real Lucifuge Rothakal. If he were to show up and if you were to ask him for money or financial advice, he'd just tell you to start a small business. He'd just tell you, buy a lawnmower and cut your neighbor's yard. Go to Lowe's, buy the cheapest weed eater. I don't know, buy a fucking Husqvarna, buy a semi-commercial grade weed eater, buy a mid-range mower and cut your neighbor's lawn. That's what the real Lucifuge Rothakal would tell you to do. Like, for the gods who are beyond the abyss, or beyond all this parasitic, vampiric, fucking phantom matrix bullshit, who are beyond all that lower astral shit. Because what we're really going on, we're going into the eternal archetypes. We're going into the eternal archetypes there. They're beyond all that hyper malevolent, parasitic, fucking vampiric shit. They would tell you, like, bro, just buy a fucking lawnmower and cut your neighbor's lawn. What? I would never accept that in a million fucking years. Why? No, you could kill a fucking innocent girl. No, fuck you. Lucifuge would tear him a new one, and I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I'm pretty sure the real Lucifuge Rothakal, if Hussein ever met the real Lucifuge Rothakal, the real Lucifuge Rothakal rejected his pact and tore him a new one. And I can guarantee you that's what fucking happened. I'm willing to bet a couple bottles of whiskey on it, a case of wine, a case of beer, whatever on it. There. I know that's what fucking happened. I haven't even met Lucifuge Rothakal, but I know Cain well enough. And I know my gods well enough that they do not engage themselves in such human fucking weakness, in such human fucking petty cruelty or violence, or what Valentine Scaver calls ersatz and human depravity. And that's just about all the time I have for you folks. Stay strong. Take the fuck care of yourselves, okay? Do not fucking dabble with Goetia. Do not fucking dabble with the Verum. Form a relationship with Jesus. Form a relationship with Cain. Cain's even better than Jesus. Form a relationship
Be
with
advised,
Santo
emergency
Muerte.
force inbound, ready to
Forge a
begin. Over.
relationship and rapport with Hecate. Form a relationship and rapport with whatever deity or whatever archetype, god force that you're being, or goddess you're being drawn to, because that is one of your archetypes trying to be healed. That is your shadow work that you need to do. That is your part of your soul, part of your psyche that needs to be examined under a microscope and needs maintenance and needs some work on there. So if you feel drawn to Buddha or whatever, you should look into Vajrayana Buddhism. Now, I'm not saying, threefold karmic law return to Christianity of the East. No, I'm talking about like Vajrayana, Tibetan Buddhism. You should be looking into that. Or if you feel like, want to be a Christian, don't just go to church and deceive yourself once a week. Say, oh, I'm a true Christian. No, like actually study like Gnostic texts. Or if you're like feeling drawn to like spiritual Satanism, before you fucking blood anything, before you offer blood anything, because a lot of fucking crazy shit, it's like the sharks come, the fucking parasites, everything comes. Before you do that, if you feel drawn to some of the stuff that I fuck with, then you should go purchase a copy of Queen of Hell from wherever you can find one, either from Mark himself or from Larry in Miskatonic Books. You should order a copy of Queen of Hell and you should read it cover to cover 3 times over, meditate on it, sleep on it, everything before you make a decision. There. And once you make a decision, you take it seriously and you fucking stick to that fucking decision. There. Take care of yourselves. Love and power. Goats out.
Keep up the good work. Task Force Delta is inbound. ETA 20 seconds. Watch your fire.